Okay, let's have a look here finding the value of A, okay, in each of these isosceles triangles. Okay, so let's have a look here. So for B, we know it's an isosceles triangle because two sides are the same length. Now I know if this length and this length are the same, I know that these two angles in here must be the same angle. So I know that that there is also 80 degrees, okay, in terms of that angle there. Okay, because this angle must equal that angle. Okay, so I label it first, right, and then I label on everything that I know about this to help me. So what I can now say is I can say, well, 80 degrees plus another 80 degrees plus A equals 180 degrees. So I can say, adding these two together, okay, I end up with 160 degrees plus A equals 180 degrees. Up here as well I should give my reasoning, right, that all my angles sum to be 180. I now have 160 plus something gives me 180, so that something must be 20, but the way I write it mathematically is A equals 180 take 160, okay, and so 180 take 160 is 20 degrees, and so that's my answer there. Okay. I then have a look now at this next one here, E. Again, that side and that side are equal to one another, which means this angle here and this angle here are the same angle, which means that's also A degrees. Okay. So what I can write here is I can write, okay, A, which is here, plus A, which is here, plus 70, which is here, must all equal 180 degrees, and I give my reasoning behind it, which is my little triangle with my internal angles shown. Right, all my angles internally sum to 180 degrees. I can think of this as, well, if I have one lot of A and another lot of A, I actually have two lots of A. Okay, so I have two lots of that. Plus 70 equals 180. So now it comes down to a little bit of basic algebra for me to do. Okay, I have this plus 70 equals 180. Okay, now to start finding this here, right, now we know that if I have something plus 70 and it equals 180, this here is probably going to be 110. But what we want to do is we simply want to think of it this way. I have A, I've multiplied it by 2, added 70. The last thing I did was add 70, so I take 70 from both sides to get rid of that. So I end up with 2A equals 180 take 70. Right. So I end up with 2A equals 110. I know that A times 2 equals 110. So I've got A times 2. Last thing I was multiplied by 2. So to find this I can go A equals 110, right, divided by 2, which in this instance is equal to 55 degrees, and so that's my answer for A for this question.